every town has their bad side, you know that. I'm sure all these towns that he mentioned so far, I'm sure there's parts of this town that actually is good to live at. I'm sure there are citizens of this town that are very happy to be there. Yo, what's going on, you guys? Today we have the top 10 most hated towns in England. As you guys know, I've never been to the UK. I've never been to England at all, so it will be interesting to see the most disliked towns in England. But before we even get to the video, let me tell you guys this. We started this channel so we can get to know you guys better. We started this channel so we can get to know you guys' culture, get to know you guys' likes, dislikes, you guys' food, you guys' music, just the whole culture, you know. So if you could leave a like, that would be great. If you could leave a comment, that would be amazing. If you could subscribe, that would be even better. So please like, comment, subscribe. So let's get straight to the video. Come on. But this video should be interesting though.
10 most hated towns in England. No matter how good a country is, every part of it can't be loved equally. In fact, some parts of it are bound to be hated. Even the most fanatic lover of a country will love some parts of it less than others. I have heard some people complaining about some towns in England, the home of the Queen, that some people are dying to live and work in. That prompts research into the 10 most hated towns in England. This ranking is based mainly on the comments and complaints of residents of England and visitors to those towns. But it's not limited to that, since some complaints can be completely baseless. We dig deeper in researching these 10 most hated towns in England. 10. Slough.
Slough.
Let's begin with Slough, a town in Berkshire, within the historic county of Buckinghamshire. This town is 20 miles west of central London and 19 miles northeast of Reading. You will find the town in the Thames Valley and within the London metropolis.
Sorry to pause already. While this video going on, please let me know if this is accurate, you know, if these towns are not you guys' favorite, and tell me if there's some truth to it, and please let me know in the comments if if one of you guys actually live in these places, and tell me how it is. Is it actually that bad that you make a list like this? Is it actually that bad that people don't actually like it for real? Tell me in the comments, please.
Area at the intersection of the M4. In spite of its location, Slough, according to those visitors, is a town whose streets are littered with empty takeaway and full-off packets or empty beer cans. This assertion hasn't been contradicted by even just one resident. The quality of food in the town's restaurants appears kind of made for losers who are just about to eat as much unhealthy food as they can get away with. 9. Scunthorpe. It's not desirable to find Scunthorpe among the most hated towns in England. Unfortunately, we can't afford to take it out of our list because the facts obviously place it there. This industrial town in the unitary authority of North Lincolnshire should normally be the pride of Lincolnshire as its main administrative centre. But the town, with an estimated population of 82,334 in 2016, had many things going against it. Residents of the UK's largest steel processing centre, also known as the Industrial Garden Town, are frustrated by a lack of the liveliness and diversity in the town, only known for work. However, the loudest grouse that lists Scunthorpe alongside the most hated towns in England is the indiscriminate censorship and blocking of websites for spurious reasons. 8. Didcot. Let's next analyse Didcot, a railway town that is also a civil parish in the ceremonial county of Oxfordshire. Also in the historic county of Berkshire, Didcot is 15 miles south of Oxford and 10 miles east of Wantage. The town, noted for its railway heritage, is just 15 miles northwest of Reading, with its station opening as a junction on the Great Western Main Line back in 1844. This town of Didcot is probably the most aggressive in England. You'll have to agree with one or contest that.
You can look at this. Even their houses are beautiful, man. But I understand what he's saying, though. When it comes to hating a town, it's not always about the beauty. The beauty is one thing, but there's other stuff that goes into it.
Through the station for which it's known today will put you in confrontation with touts and gangs who mean not exactly good for passerby. You'll see them jumping onto trains passing through. You surely would hate the town where anybody can just violently ask you to give up your seat on the train. 7. Stevenage. Stevenage is a large town that should qualify for city status but hasn't been recognised as such because it has nothing good to make it lovable. It's a borough in Hertfordshire, 29 miles north of London. It is east of junctions 7 and 8 of the A1M. It is located between Letchworth Garden City and Welwyn Garden City to the north and south respectively.
Okay.
According to residents, greeting others with eye contact can be considered offensive in this town.
Wow.
That's why it's a town where you have to keep your head down when walking.
That's
Additionally,
interesting.
it's terribly depressing. 6.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Chatham. Are you surprised that Chatham also is one of the hated towns? Located within the unitary authority of Medway in North Kent and South East England, Chatham is a town developed around Chatham Dockyard. Honestly, considering the military history and connectivity of the town that is also built around several army barracks, you won't be quick to consider Chatham as one of the 10 most hated towns in England.
Yeah.
The 19th century forts have provided a defensive shield for the town's dockyard, and the Corps of Royal Engineers presence
Wait, why is it hated so much if it's like a military town? I feel like you guys embrace our military, and I feel like that's a town you guys should kind of embrace or would embrace. It's interesting.
Yet those who have lived long enough there have pains and regrets about their town on the basis of such factors like the competition from blue water. That enough has a far-reaching effect to overshadow every good thing about the town. 5. Huddersfield.
Okay.
Well, not all of Huddersfield is hated. It's just that we can't readily figure out what it is to be loved about the town. We just have to agree with the residents who say only 70% of the historic county of Yorkshire in northern England is bad. The town, lying in the valley of the River Colne, is gaining more negative votes from the reviewers. They, not we, say that there's no other thing apart from pound shops and a few coffee shops in the town, adding that it's polluted and unclean.
I mean, if that's the case, can they build more on the town, or is it more like already been built? There's nothing more they can build to make it more, more appealing to the citizens over there or to tourists,
Migrate to Huddersfield. Those who hate it with passion say you have a minimum of 3 kids and at least one of them must be genetically almost unrelated to the other 2.
Wow.
According to them also, you must have a BMI greater than 30 and you must be ready to lose your wallet or cell phone anytime.
That's crazy.
4. Luton.
Luton.
For clarity's sake, we're not here referring to the entire borough of Luton in the ceremonial county of Bedfordshire. We're picking on the very town.
And when it comes to, people hating towns, every town has their bad side, that I'm sure all these towns that he mentioned so far, I'm sure there's parts of this town that actually is good to live in. I'm sure there are citizens of this town that are very happy to be there. It's just certain parts of this town that are just not safe, or that don't look good, or that is trashy, So it's just everywhere is like that. There's always good parts and there always bad parts.
As one of the most hated towns in England. In this town in southeast England, if you venture out on a dark winter's night, you need special grace to return peacefully unhurt.
Wow.
If eyes can shoot from their socket, almost 1,000 arrows will be shot at you as eyes get glued to you. Some of them are muggers weighing you up in the shadow, while others may be prostitutes and yet others are crackheads.
Wow.
In short, people hate the town where their wives and daughters aren't so free to move any time of the day.
Wow, that's
3.
interesting.
Corby.
Corby.
The third most hated town on our list is Corby, a town in Northamptonshire. This town, located 23 miles northeast of the county in central England, is the nightmare of the entire Northampton. Though it is served as a borough of Corby's administrative headquarters from 1974 to 2021, the town has been unsatisfactory to both residents and visitors. In this conurbation, it's like people kind of care less about the cleanliness of their vehicles as they go everywhere they please on their dirt bikes.
Wow.
2. Dover.
That don't sound too safe.
Our search for the most hated towns in England brings us next to Dover, a town and major ferry port in Kent. The town in southeast England faces France across the Strait of Dover. At the narrowest part of the English Channel, it's 21 miles from Cap Gris-Nez in France, and it's lying southeast of Canterbury and east of Maidstone. This town, serving as the administrative centre of the Dover district, has been receiving knock after knock as the worst town in England. The residents are constantly being reminded that they're left behind. Analysts have scores of reasons to believe that this home of the Port of Dover may disappear off the face of the Kent coast. 1. Aylesbury.
Aylesbury.
At last, we have the winner.
Okay.
The most hated town in England is none other than Aylesbury.
Why?
This is a historic town, an underdog in Buckinghamshire. Only a few things, if anything, are working for Aylesbury, and we have no gain mentioning that again. Everyone polled in a Facebook post voted this town as the most hated. Some even urged others to join them in castigating the town with traffic jams at every corner and with nothing to compensate for your gaze that remains glued to boring sights. This list of the most hated towns in England is surely not of our own ranking. We've only shown you that what the majority of those living there feel about their towns.
I love.
Therefore,
Hold on, man. Let me go
kindly
back, man.
only shown you that.
I know this is not that
This
type
list
of
of the
video,
most
but look
hated
at
towns in
this. Let's take this in real quick, man. Look how beautiful this is. The greenery, man. The beautiful waters, the beautiful buildings in the back, man. Come on, you guys.
But it's surely not of our own ranking.
That's beautiful.
We've only shown you that what the majority of those living there feel about their towns. Therefore, kindly let us know how you feel about this listing in the comment section. Are there towns that you think are more hated than these? Please tell us.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was the video. Like I said, you know, there's good places and there's bad places in every town, you know. So like I said, I'm sure there are some people that lives in these places that are actually love it very much, and there are other people that don't like it very much. You know, there's good and bad in every area. So please tell me in the comments, do you guys live in these areas? Are those areas actually bad like he says, or is just like, you know, just like any other area? Again, please continue to support, continue to like, continue to subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.